He's living on the edge, allegedly. Get it? Alleged.
Shush!
Hey, sorry.
This is the last place I heard Honey's laugh. I don't want to leave in case it happens again.
I haven't heard anything since they had their little tea party down here.
Don't call it a tea party. That has rather negative connotations these days. Just call it a hot water and strained leaves party. That's a much more appropriate description anyway.
Yeah, real appetizing.
Okay, so if this is Honey's ghost, why wouldn't she appear before you? Why cackle like an old witch to try and scare you?
First of all, that cackle is Honey's real laugh.
Oh.
And secondly, Honey loved to play practical jokes. Maybe that's what she's doing right now.
Who's he talking to?
Boots. He's talking to Boots.
What?
Yes, actually, I recently discovered that I can see him too. Probably because I'm a guardian.
You mean I'm the only one who can't see him now? This is so unfair. It's because I'm a female, right?
Probably. Maybe we can try communicating with Honey through unconventional means. Do any of you have a Ouija board handy? No, but we have Trivial Pursuit. Would that work?
Would it work for what? Ruining our next dinner party?
Well, maybe we can hold a seance then and try to contact her spirit. To start, all we have to do is gather in a circle and join paws. I'm not comfortable with the whole seance thing ever since me and my mates conjured up the ghost of Paul Lynn back in prep school. And believe me, that was not a pretty night. Believe me.
I am so lost right now, even more than when I was watching the movie Inception.
Well, there must be some way to... Hey, wait a minute. You said they were having tea, right? Well, maybe we can try reading the tea leaves at the bottom of the mugs. Sometimes the dead can communicate with you that way. Yep, there they are. They shouldn't be too difficult. He's going to try reading the tea leaves, Tipi. Maybe Honey will tell us where she is.
But Honey didn't really like tea. She preferred coffee with all the fixins.
That's irrelevant, I think. Okay, all I need to do is give these mugs a little magical boost. Now they should be primed and ready for communicating with the beyond. I just love DSL. Okay, it works a little like text messaging. If Honey can hear us, she'll be able to use the tea leaves to let us know where she is. Now let's see. Hey, there appears to be something going on in this mug. Let me just wave my paw around a little to speed the process up.
Why are Honey's memorial mugs moving around?
I told you, Boots is reading the tea leaves.
Maybe he should get a Kindle. It'd be much easier.
Oh, good. It appears to be working. We've got our first letter. It's either a capital P or a lowercase d. Or it could be a picture of a cannon. I'm not sure. Well, I'm no expert at interpreting tea leaves, but I think we can rule out the cannon right away. Honey was very opposed to anything with projectiles.
What? He can see Nick Cannon in the tea leaves?
No, not Nick Cannon, a cannon.
But you said Honey was opposed to anything with projectiles, so I just naturally assumed you were referring to Mariah Carey.
She has a point. But let's see what we can find out from this second mug. I'll just wave my paw around a little to get the tea leaves flowing, and like a Ouija board, Honey can use my paw to form a letter, which this time is an L. Or the number 7. Wait a minute. How do I know you're not using your own paw to form the letter? How do we know it's really coming from Honey? Well, I guess you'll just have to trust me on this. Oh, the next letter is a U. Or a croquet widget. And the other mug appears to have worked all on its own. It's either an M or a W. So if I read them all together, P-L-U-M, plum. Does that mean anything to you? Plum? Yes, I'm plumb tired.
Tuck, really?
Sorry, but I am. Look, if you're not gonna take this seriously, I can't help you. I am taking it seriously, but other than Eve Plum, I don't know any reason why Honey would even mention that fruit. She was very opposed to anything classified as produce.
I guess I'd better check this out too.
Ah!
Okay, I see the mugs, but I don't see any plums. And why would Honey even want a plum? Its seed always reminded her of a giant nut.
Maybe it's not plum. Maybe the letters are an anagram and we have to figure out what order they go in. So, L-U-M-P. Hey, there is some honey left in these after all. Hey, maybe she was trying to say lump. Or if this was really a D and that's a W, wold. Is that even a word, wold? Maybe she ran out of coffee mugs before she could finish the message, but she's definitely trying to tell you something. That is, if it's really Honey's ghost we're dealing with, which I'm still not 100% convinced it is. It's got to be her. She came back because she knew we still needed her.
Well, we've got to figure it out, because if there's even a remote chance that Honey still exists, in whatever form that may be, then we've got to do everything in our power to find her.
I wish I could help you with the full strength of my magic, but unfortunately my power is somewhat limited in my present form.
Oh, Honey looks so funny in that picture. I love these memorial mugs.
And I'm even on one too, if you can believe it.
There's still some honey in these.
Oh, they're so cute. And don't worry, Mr. Trey. Maybe all our YouTube friends can help us figure out the clue. We'll find Honey for you.
And now you too can own your very own collection of Cat Clips coffee mugs. So you can wake up every morning to coffee, caffeine, and some comical cat quips. To order, just go to wizardofwit.com.